Hi, I'm Christina, and this is Tomes and Tequila. Okay, today I have a funny story for you about me, alcohol, and Barry Manilow. I thought that today I would try and see if a humorous story that I have retold before on my blog works okay in video form. And this is actually probably one of the most read pieces that I've written about on my blog, even though it has nothing to do with books. And I spent the first over a year on my blog writing exclusively about books. And that should tell you something. So I'm gonna get started. So when we lived in North Dakota, my husband was deployed. He's in the Air Force, and this wasn't our first deployment, but this was the first deployment that I did with a nearly empty nest. My son stayed in North Dakota with me so that I wasn't completely by myself, but he was working a lot, and I spent a good deal of time at home by myself, even though I was working full time. To put the setting in context a little bit, okay? I am a huge fan of 70s music. I would say it's a guilty pleasure, but I feel no guilt. I've been a fan of 70s music my whole life. I basically made it a like a goal in life to recreate my parents' album collection on my iPod, and now like my Spotify collection is set up to really recreate what my parents had. So I am a fan of the Bee Gees and disco and all that jazz, but I've always loved Barry Manilow. My husband gives me crap about it constantly. I just love Barry Manilow. Now, I don't listen to Barry Manilow all the time. I like a huge, wide range of music, so it's not like I'm just listening to Barry Manilow every day, but I do like my Barry. So I think that me and my sister had been having a conversation about Barry Manilow or something, which made him be on my rotation a little bit. But I had closed the library one night, so I got off work at 8 o'clock. And I came home and my son was working. He worked nights at the time, so he didn't usually get home until like 1 or 2 in the morning. So I'd come home from work after 8, and I'm not even gonna try and make myself sound more highbrow in this story, because I'm totally not. So I'm not gonna like zhuzh this up to make me sound better than I am. So I got off work at 8 o'clock at night, and I think I bought myself a 6-pack of hard cider. It had been a long week, and like I said, my husband was deployed, and for all those military wives out there, you know that sometimes you just need a stiff drink. And for me, stiff drink meant hard cider for some reason. Anyway, so I bought like a 6-pack of hard cider, and I'd come home from work, and it's like 8 o'clock at night, and I'd made myself some dinner. This is where like the embarrassing, I'm not gonna try and zhuzh myself up thing comes in. Sometimes when I need to unwind, I will play Sid Meier's Civilization Revolution on my son's PlayStation. I realize that probably makes me sound like a weirdo, but when I came home from the library, I wasn't in the mood to watch television, and I wasn't in the mood to read a book. I just wanted to play Civilization Revolution. I wanted to blow somebody up with a nuke. I put the game on, okay? Now I have played this game so many times that I don't need the volume up. My son laughs at me. I'll play it with the volume completely turned down and listen to music. So since I had the house to myself, because I had no husband there and no kids at home, I was listening to music insanely loud. So I'm sitting in my recliner with my ciders and my Civilization Revolution. I'm playing on the PlayStation, and I got my music like blaring. And I'm listening to like my favorite 70s playlist, and it's been going for a while, and it's getting late, right? And I'm a couple ciders in and a lightweight, because I just am anymore. Anyway, despite the fact that my blog is called Tomes and Tequila, I don't drink as much as I used to. So, you know, a couple ciders in, and I'm feeling pretty good. And I always joke that my cell phone really needs to have a breathalyzer, because I should not be allowed to text people or hop on Facebook or God forbid, get on Twitter when I've been drinking alcohol. Because first of all, I love everybody anyway. I'm just a friendly person who has a lot of love in her heart in the first place. But then you give me a couple drinks and like, I love everybody. So I'm sitting there singing my heart out. I'm like on the couch, like in my own little world, having my little dance party, karaoke session. And I'm singing my Bee Gees and all this stuff. And it gets to Could It Be Magic by Barry Manilow. Okay. And I've always loved this song. But Christina with a husband deployed for a couple months already, and alcohol and lonely and late at night, and I'm listening to this song and I am really, really getting into this song. And I pull out my phone and I open up my Twitter app and I write, I finally think I'm old enough to admit that Could It Be Magic by Barry Manilow arouses me. Tweet. Now, I could say all kinds of things about whether this song actually arouses me or that is what I actually meant when I sent the tweet, or whether it's just a sexy song and people don't want to admit it's a sexy song because it's Barry Manilow. Okay, I got all kinds of things I could say about this song, but we're just going to say I sent this tweet out into the universe and tagged Barry Manilow. I think I even put hashtag Barry Manilow, hashtag Could It Be Magic, like hashtag lonely in the middle of the night. I don't know what I put on there. Anyway, so I send it off into the universe and I keep drinking, playing my game, singing a few more songs. And it's like an hour later that I start thinking like, what the hell did you just do? And I grab my phone back out again and, you know, it's been a little while. And so I delete the tweet, okay? And I go to bed. I'm not thinking anything about it. And I'm not thinking about the fact that like tweets live after you've put them out there. It doesn't matter when you delete them. Like people screenshot things, people's publicists see things. I don't know. I wake up in the morning and not only is like Barry Manilow following me, but like 10 Barry Manilow fake accounts are following me. And I about died. The moral of the story is don't drink and tweet. I don't know. Be able to laugh at your foibles. Alcohol, PlayStation, and tweeting shouldn't go together. So anyway, there you go. The story, I wrote about it. I thought it was funny and I laughed about it afterwards, but I was very embarrassed about the fact that I'd done it, but then the fact that people had noticed it and like his fan sites had seen it. So then I thought, oh, I might as well just write about it. So it was the first thing that I wrote about on my blog that wasn't a book review. And I asked my sister, I said, should I write about it? And she said, yeah, you should write about it because it's funny. So I wrote about it and put it out there. And then it was shared by the people doing his Broadway show at the time. It was shared by his publicist, shared by his fan group. Like, it didn't really help that that was the week that he'd come out as gay on People magazine. I think that it was really good timing. But anyway, so I like my Barry Manilow. And I shouldn't tweet when I've been drinking. So there you go. That's my humorous story for today. I don't know why I decided to share this on YouTube. But yeah, there you go. So if you think this is funny, I don't know, if you like Barry Manilow, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button and I'll be here again tomorrow. Bye.